But before we tear into school mode, I need to run to the restroom. I will be right back. Okay. So, I'm going to show off school mode, and then, after we've gotten the base idea of it, I'm going to, go ahead and call it a stream, because we're not going to get through an entire run of school mode tonight, because that's 2+ hours. But, we're going to just show the basics, show the free time events, and then show a few free time events anyway. And then, after the stream, sometime during the week, I'm going to go through the entire first run of school mode, just offline. Because I can do something in it that doesn't advance anything except skill points. And not skill points for trials or anything like that, but you will see what I mean, and why I would do it that way, because it'll save us a run later. But yeah, just because we will focus on Taka here.
Thrills, chills, kills!
But yeah, enchanting Dangan Academy, purely prismatic souls. Why did he have to die? Because he was useful in death. So some of this is going to seem very, very familiar. Yeah, this is very much the exact same as we saw at the very beginning. So everything up to this point is the same.
Hey,
Up to this point. But instead of waking up in the classroom, we wake up here by the front door.
are you for real?
Hey, come on.
Well... And...
So everyone is alive,
Indeed.
You hear me?
including him. This should make you happy.
Hello! Is everyone here? Good! Then let's get things rolling!
This looks very familiar, does it not? Hey, Leon.
am Monokuma! And I am this school's headmaster. Nice to meet you all.
Little bit out of place, but largely what happened before. Except this now changes quite a bit. But something is desperately wrong. No confidence, no groove. Yeah, we went from terrified to annoyed in no time flat.
So,
Why is that?
Little bit, yeah. You'll get used to it.
Unbelievable.
So yeah, it's like the events during school have not happened yet. All the events in the main game have not happened yet. But certain things do carry over here. The report card progress we've made on all the different characters has followed us, our presents have followed us, etc. But the storyline has basically reset.
This is kind of depressing.
Even if he's going to break the fourth wall a little bit. Here comes your score. Little bit, yeah.
Come on.
But Monokuma was not prepared for us to be here yet.
Got it!
His backups are not ready.
are you okay with this?
Hey, come on
Yeah,
now.
his backups for him are not ready.
In other words,
Hey, you bastard! Hey, listen!
Indeed.
unbelievable. What? Barrett!
Yeah, without backups, he doesn't really want to risk starting the whole thing.
Huh?
Hey, come on.
Yeah, that's probably the right attitude to take here.
Come on!
Oh,
Now I'm really angry!
Fourth wall. What fourth wall?
I can't wait! I can't wait!
So yeah, the whole point of school life, as far as Monokuma is concerned, is building him backups. And we will need to do this. But not at first. We will need to do it later.
What?
No one knows. No one knows.
Come on.
Uh-huh.
He wants backups with bonus features.
If you please.
Yeah, such as super handsome Monokuma, eco-friendly Monokuma, or even a Moe Monokuma.
Just hold on.
You guys!
Yeah, probably not.
Well,
Something like that. You would know all about that, wouldn't you?
No way.
Hey! Hey! Hey!
let's see.
Yeah, why not? Why not just destroy this one right now?
Ooh,
That's why he wants backups.
too bad.
Yeah, well, you know, he could hide. He has plenty of hidey holes.
Stop fucking around. You son of a bitch.
Hey, you bastard!
Hey! Hey! Are you sure?
Well, if that's the alternative. I mean, we just did a 5-6 chapter game about that.
Huh? Just a second. What the heck?
Unbelievable. I don't believe it! What are you gonna do? Now then. Yes, indeed. Actually,
The main event, once the backups are done.
isn't that wonderful?
Trigger the escape flag. This is more supposed to be he didn't take enough of their memories, so to speak, and he's not ready for them yet. It's not supposed to make complete sense. But I don't think he's going to remove their memories again after having them construct backups.
Aw.
Yes, indeed. Now then. Of course.
Yeah, this is an AU. This is a mode no one dies. No one's gonna die here.
I can barely contain myself.
Like I said, this becomes a dating sim where you can date all 14 of the other students. Up to 5 at the same time.
Uh-huh. Boy, tough crowd. Now then. Hold on just a second.
Remember, you have to 100%, You will have to date all of the other students. Every single one.
Well now.
How would you explain what just happened? I don't think there is an explanation for it.
I mean, seriously?
It would seem.
The good news is, once we get past this once, we will never have to see it again, because it will allow us to skip right to the start of the, first day, so to speak.
In other words, are you okay with this? Honestly. What should I do?
You might say that.
Listen.
Yeah, about that.
However,
We're serious.
Seems like...
Yep.
Listen to me! Quiet down and listen! Got it! Shit.
Oh. Let's see. Actually,
Unwashed masses.
That's fine.
You hear me? Got it! Listen to me!
So that's the first part of the prologue.
hey,
Actually,
No, he did kind of leave that out, didn't he?
did you call for me?
Yep.
Here.
I kind of agree with it, though.
What?
So yeah, here is the thing. He's going to give us 50 days to make him a proper set of backups.
What the hell?
Because we're going to need all that time.
What?
Probably, yeah.
what? What?
So it would seem. Yes, indeed.
So yeah, every so often he will give you a special idea, and we use that to design the next backup. This is much simpler than it sounds.
What?
Like it'd be that easy. He is kind of right, though. You don't get to cry over it.
oh,
Hey, come on.
Uh-huh.
Well,
What?
Yep, project reviews. Yep.
In other words,
Of course, Taka likes this idea. Oh, that feeling will only get worse.
Yes, indeed.
it can't be.
So what is the punishment for not passing a review point?
Bad.
Nothing.
Are you sure?
Yeah, if we can't do it, we don't get more tickets. But that won't come into play for a while.
What? I can barely contain myself.
So okay, here is half of what we are doing here. He gives us a concept. In this case, it's the Monokuma Casanova.
What the heck?
He wants a good-looking version of him.
What the heck?
But we need materials.
And
Hey,
Materials are scattered around the school.
isn't that wonderful?
But for the tutorial, he's going to give us the exact materials we need to make said Monokuma Casanova.
Yes, indeed.
And he gives us that. Which will make Greek statues. And that, combined with a Greek statue, will make a Monokuma. This is actually much more simple than it looks right now, I promise. And as far as bringing it to him the instant we're finished, that doesn't happen. You can only really give it to him on the review day. So we don't have to worry about that either. So, with each work period we get, and there are 6 work periods a week, Monday through Saturday, so to speak, are work days and free time days. Sundays are just double free time. So anyway, the 4 things we do here. Right now, I believe it's only going to let us do construct, but set tasks we can't do. Personal effects come in later, and e-handbook comes in later. But for now, let's actually build the thing. If you look, the goal is the bear he wants you to build, the backup. On the right, you see the materials you need to make said backup. You need a Greek statue, 2 bags of screws, 2 wrenches, and 5 chisels. Greek statues, like all other things with that hammer symbol, are over here under processed goods. So we make one to fulfill the requirement. And then we come over here to the Monokuma Casanova. We build it. And we build a Monokuma wearing a Leisure Suit Larry outfit. Something like that. And for completing the backup, he gives us trip tickets. Oddly enough, exactly enough to last until the review. But we will not be using those yet, because it is completely useless to use them at the moment. Because they gain us nothing until all of the report cards are filled out. So we won't be worrying for the first run. We do not need to worry about building Monokumas. We don't need to worry about the trips. The only thing we really need to accomplish with this first run is filling out report cards. Filling out report cards and building up people's skills. You will see what I mean in a second.
Hey! Hey! What are you gonna do?
Sure you are.
Well? Yes, indeed.
Okay.
You're getting all riled up.
Oh.
It's true.
And we will have to keep things clean.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, kind of a pain.
Now then.
And so this is how the game, the school mode, actually works, just in general. We will get the next concept. Tori says the same thing, do it right this time, and says you have 5 days left before review happens. So now let's go over the 4 things that happen on the work phases of each day. Personal effects are just things we have put together. And some of them will actually be useful, some of them are just used to build Monokumas, etc. Over on the right, you see everybody's little, chibified, 8-bitified, portrait there. Struggled for a word. I must be getting tired. Along with 2 sets of skills. One that looks like it's under a pickaxe, and one that looks like it's under a broom. Right now they're all 3s and 2s. The pickaxe means their skill at gathering materials. The broom is their skill at cleaning. To do this properly, this first run, we will want to focus on building up those skills. Because if we just start trying to gather the materials we need for the Monokuma backups, we're not going to be able to do it with those pathetic skills. What we need to do is just burn this entire first run, let it loop back to the beginning, and then on run number 2, we can actually begin gathering things. We can actually begin working on the backups to worry about the trips, because we'll actually be skilled enough. We also need to pick 3 people, and we are going to make them clean, and do nothing else but clean. Because your skills max out at 9. So, just as long as you pick 3 people and stick with them, it doesn't matter who it is. Nobody is innately better or worse at either phase of the workday. But part of it is you've got to remember they will need to rest because they only have so much energy. So anyway, just for this first time, we can completely change it up. I'm just going to put the top 3 on cleaning detail, just because it's easy, and I don't want to have to remember way too much stuff. Or Klee sets? Celeste? Okay, Junko, Celeste, and Byakuya. Okay, they can clean. The E-handbook Spokens. Functions exactly as it does in the normal game. You can look at the presents you have, you can look at your report card, you can look at system files and save and such. And then setting tasks. So, each person can engage in one of 3 activities each day. Go to one of 10 locations, search material. Each locations have its own unique materials, and each has a different amount of energy it takes to do it. If you clean, you raise level of cleanliness, which drains every day at a pretty consistent rate. And resting restores hit points. Character stats, the hit points. You have 5 different modes here. XL, L, M, S, and 0. If a person hits 0, they basically get stuck resting for 3 days and you can't use them for anything. Collection level and cleaning level determines how efficient you are at those particular things. And the controls are fairly basic. Nothing special there. So anyway, you get stuck on cleaning, and as you can see, if you look through here, you can pick them to go in any one of these rooms at any point in time. Cleaning, cleaning, and cleaning. Now everyone else, the door means rest. So in other words, you spend your workday doing nothing, but they recover pretty much full hit points. So, and everybody pretty much has incredibly terrible stats. But this first run doing it, and then gathering the right materials to make things that give boosts, will help that. And how can you tell what you need to do? You look at construct. These are kinda nice because they help, because the Coke bottle glasses, for example, reduce how much hit points you lose when you're out collecting materials. The mop and high-tech mop make cleaning better. The attendance records, the harness and all this, doubles the amount of different types of materials you can collect. So you probably want to construct tools fairly early. Which means, to get the first one, we need a couple of pin lights, 10 bags of screws, and 10 tree branches. And once you get one of these, you're stuck. You can't get any more. But it works for the rest of the run. And then you lose it once you start over. Consumables? For the first run, these are the 2 important ones. You put them together and they raise level by 1. They raise the collection and cleaning levels by 1. So once we get a few tools, most notably that one, put together, then we will go after building just these on this first run. Just because increasing stats stays from run to run. Nothing else does. Well, one other thing does, but we will get into that later. And processed goods are just collections of things you will need to put together to build that, and to build a few of the consumables and such. Like, say if you want to build a big vacuum, you've got to build a pi calculator, etc. So anyway, yeah, the non-Senzu beam and the spirit bomb, yeah. So anyway, that is the first part of this. So in other words, whatever you want to build, for example, we want pin lights, screws, and branches first. So we've got to figure out where all of these things are. I know where these things are, but you won't find them until you won't get them listed on here until you actually locate them. But let's see. Pretty sure we find branches here. So I want 3 people there. Actually, I want 4 people here. We get bags of screws in here. And then pin lights. Pin lights were in the music room, weren't they? Need to see something here. Yeah, pin lights were in the music room. Okay, so you notice that everybody is at full energy. That's going to change very quickly. So they're going to do their things here. And they're going to pick up whatever they can out of the area they are assigned. You have until Monokuma hits the finish line. And that is one full day here. One full work schedule.
Well now.
So now we have free time. We get one dose of free time per day, except for Sundays you get 2.
Hey,
Maybe. And now we get, words. Yep. And everybody's alive to spend time with. As far as... I'm just going to say this. As far as spending time with Genocide Jill, as soon as you complete all of Toko's free time events, whenever you go talk to her, it will automatically run into Genocide Jill. So you don't have to worry about that. But you do have to complete her report card, and there's like 9 events for her between both Toko and Jill. So anyway, yeah, the free time events are exactly the same as you would run into in the main game. That means all the gifts you can give them and all the questions you get will be exactly the same. Yeah. So you might see some of the discussions that you run into in the game, which are, well, focused around killing and not killing and such. So, just like normal free time, we can actually spend this time alone and, just kind of hang around and sleep, or we can go meet with someone. We obviously want to go meet with someone. Which even includes Monokuma. And just because, I'm going to show this off, just because. Not exactly, but this is what Monokuma is here for. Yeah, who doesn't like you just means you haven't interacted with them yet. It's kind of how it works. So right now, this is where we stand with all of the other students. All 7 on each side of the line. The goal, through using trip tickets and taking them on dates, is to ask them questions which either gain you no hearts, a half a heart, or a full heart. Once you get 10 hearts with somebody, you've locked in their special ending, their true ending, so to speak. And once you've unlocked somebody with those 10 hearts, it stays unlocked through, playthrough to playthrough to playthrough. But that's it. That's all that it really sticks around for. So anyway. And no, we can't play baseball with the bear. Sorry. Leon, maybe. But However, we can use the trip tickets if we want to, but it will not gain any hearts until all the report cards are filled out through normal free time. So,
Well,
no, because we just started. So, everybody is here. You got Junko, Sakura, Aoi, Monokuma, Chihiro, Mondo, the one we're going to talk to, Sayaka, Byakuya, Toko/Jill, Leon, Hifumi, Celeste, Kyoko, and Jerk. If you see his full story, you will see why I say Jerk. But anyway, let's go do free time event with Taka, because we know that's what Lady Mage is dying for. This is just normal free time. So we could use a trip ticket, but we would do absolutely nothing. So anyway, just spend time together in the normal... No, Hero's a jerk. Trust me, Hero is a jerk. So we walked up to the physics lab. And he wants to study. So we passed some time studying with him. Yeah, let's give him a present. Where are the boxing gloves? I only have one of those? Darn it. I have a few scarves. We can use that. So he's happy about that. Oh?
You hear me?
Confess what? Oh, he likes our hoodie. However, hoodie. Not exactly part of a school uniform.
You understand? That's enough!
What is it? It's not exactly a raincoat. It's a makeshift hard hat. This is true. Yeah, he basically just told us to take off our shirt.
You hear me?
In public, even. Shameful. Either way, he's asking him to strip.
Listen to me!
Yeah, fashion advice from Taka means uniforms. And more uniforms.
You understand?
Yeah, he's a bit obsessed.
Count on it.
I wouldn't say that. Yeah, they're the same age. He has 10 of those. 10 uniforms. Good God. Little weird, yeah. Think I'll pass. And not that we will ever use them or any other skills, because, well, we don't need to. That is free time. Like every other free time we've ever had. Except now we will have 1 every day, and 2 on Sundays.
This is a school announcement.
Yep.
Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
But 10 of them. He owns 10 uniforms. I don't think there's... I think he bought them all. Just because he's him. And after day 1, after each day a little bit of your cleanliness drops. And you get to do it all again and again and again. For 50 days. This is why I say you will not want to watch me stream a 100% run of school mode. I would probably be more than happy to stream a 100% run of school mode, but I don't think anyone's going to watch the whole thing. And I probably will stream it all just because, hey, why not? But that is the essence of it all. You gather materials in the morning, assemble whatever you can, and in this case... See, is there anything we can actually build? Probably not. Because I got, like, no pin lights, no screws, and very few tree branches. Can get a temporary feather duster, which kind of boosts cleaning just a little bit, but we didn't get much for that either. We can make a power saw, but there's very little need to. And a book of poems. Useful for other things, but not what we need. We did get enough screws to build a Casanova, but we don't need that either right now. In fact, this first run will be completely blowing off the Monokuma backups. Maybe even the second run, depending on how much skills advance from, you know, doing things. But setting tasks, if you look, people are no longer purely as energetic as they were the day before. Anybody that went into one of these rooms up here and suffered 3 down arrows worth of, you know, fatigue is now down to the middle tier as far as energy goes. Everybody over here, pretty much still fresh. So anyway, I'm going to leave it there for now. And what I am going to do, what I plan to do, is I plan to spend 1 entire run doing nothing but gathering. Gathering and building up cheat sheets and all that, so that when we actually need to gather things, we will be stronger for it. We will have better stats to start out with and have more luck getting what we need. As you gather, and as you clean, your stats gain experience points, which you can't see, in the very least. So see, nobody leveled up at all, but people will eventually level up. It takes a few tries. It takes a few days of actually cleaning, or you have to get gifted a cheat sheet or one of the little cleaning maestros, etc. But I think during this upcoming week, I'm going to burn an entire 50-day run, doing no free time events or anything like that, so they don't go away, so we don't use them. In other words, just gather in the morning, come back, and spend free time in the room. Spend time alone. It changes absolutely nothing, except it gives us more power. So anyway, yeah, I think that is more than enough of an actual stream. 7 hours, 7.25 hours, basically, I've been going at this. Almost. 7.5. Getting there anyway. But anyway, I will see you guys back next week. We will actually see at least one. We'll have to do actually 2 runs. One run to get all the report cards updated, and then another run to actually build the Monokumas. And do all the trip tickets and all that, and actually get 4 or 5 people up to full hearts. So anyway, I will see you guys next week. Thank you so much for joining me for this marathon, to put it, to be quite frank about it. Take care. I'll see y'all later.